new revelations about Bob Saget's cause of death. The star's family released a statement saying that Saget died last month in a Florida hotel room after suffering head trauma. TJ Holmes here with the details. Good morning, TJ.
George, good morning. You remember we all felt the shock of hearing the news about his death, but then trying to figure out the details. He was found in a hotel room by himself. Authorities say there was no signs of foul play. The room was in order, no drugs or alcohol involved. His family said this is an otherwise healthy guy, and now we're getting word that he died of a head injury, and perhaps he didn't even realize how bad that injury was.
No, I really gotta go now because my shorts are cooked and my noodles are dry. And hello.
Bob Saget's family has revealed his cause of death weeks now after the comedian was found unresponsive in a Florida hotel room.
We have an unresponsive guest in a room. My officer is telling me that there's no pulse.
Saget died of head trauma, according to the family statement, saying authorities concluded that he accidentally hit the back of his head on something, thought nothing of it, and went to sleep, adding no drugs or alcohol were involved. An autopsy completed last month also showed no evidence of foul play.
So Dave says, come do this, it's going to be fun.
The 65-year-old was found in his hotel bed hours after what would be his final show, performing on his stand-up comedy tour just outside Jacksonville, Florida. Saget saying in a tweet, "Loved tonight's show. I'm happily addicted again to this."
He just wanted to spread love and laughter, and he did it so amazingly.
The Full House star's wife, Kelly Rizzo, talked to me days after her husband's passing.
What was the last text?
Just, I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and I love you so much, and can't wait to see you tomorrow.
What was the last conversation, phone call?
He was just on his way home or back to his hotel and just was telling me what a wonderful show he had and how it was so amazing, and he was happy and just loving what he did. It made him so happy to just bring laughter to people.
Wearing multiple hats over his 4-decade-long career.
I never got to sleep over my friends' houses. Anybody get to do that? You slept over my friends' houses?
Saget was the beloved television host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Saget, and this is a new suit. You like it?
And became a star as America's dad, Danny Tanner, on the long-running sitcom Full House.
Super Dad, flying out the door. Super Dad, you can eat right off my floor.
Even returning to the role that made him famous in a recent Netflix revival.
All right, come on in. Again, come in.
Oh, jeez.
Just this week here on GMA, his Full House co-star Jodie Sweetin spoke about one thing Saget taught her that she won't forget: how to laugh through pain.
Bob had a lot of loss and a lot of grief throughout his life, with his sister's passing, his parents. He never stopped laughing. He never lost the ability to laugh at himself, to laugh at a situation, to, make fun of something that would otherwise feel like it was going to break you.
It was on stage where friends say he was most at home, returning to stand-up in recent years to make people laugh.
He was just so wonderful. I was just so honored to be his wife and to be able to be a part of it and bring him any bit of happiness that I could, because he deserved it so much.
And even through this difficult time, Robin, in the statement that they put out explaining what his cause of death was, they ended the statement by saying, "We want everybody to remember the lessons that Bob taught us, which are to be kind to everyone, tell the ones you love them, and go through your difficult times with hugs and laughter." So still a lesson, a positive message they wanted to make sure they got out at this difficult time, Robin.
That's right, TJ, and it was so good. It was important also to the family that they be the first ones to reveal this news, and knowing that his many fans would want to know. Thanks, TJ. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton joins us now. We hear this news, and how often does this happen, that a head injury leads to something being fatal?
Robin, we have to do some mini med school here and look at the anatomy of the brain. There's blood vessels there. This is a very unforgiving organ for trauma, but it's a closed space. You have the hard skull, you have the soft brain, and in between that, a little bit of bleeding can cause compression on the brain, and in some cases can be fatal. So is this something that is common? No, but can it happen? Yes, it
so
can.
It's not totally unusual.
Well, if you look at the statistics, and again, this is awareness for traumatic brain injury. We often hear about it in sports or in military settings, but people can slip and fall in their own homes. According to the CDC, there are estimated 1.5 million traumatic brain injuries in the country every year. About 230,000 people are hospitalized each year for this. And unfortunately, in 2019, there were 61,000 deaths due to traumatic brain injury. So as we say in medicine, an increased risk of a rare event is still rare, but if it happens to you, it's a big deal.
That's right. So are there any warning signs, any symptoms?
I think it's important for people to understand when you talk about the brain, you always want to err on the side of caution. So the big signs and symptoms that we think about are headache, nausea and vomiting, a loss of consciousness with a trauma or confusion. If you have hit your head, you actually want to err on the side of caution. We all minimize our symptoms and we don't like to bring attention to ourselves, but this is a situation where you want to seek medical attention, you want to get it checked out. It is better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely, Jen. As always, thank you.
Bet.
All right. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.